Well, hey, what's up, YouTube? So today I'm doing a service on my son's bike, and there's a lot of scratches and nicks. There's different spots where the chain's eating away the paint from getting sucked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch these up. So stay tuned, like the video, and we'll get into different options for fixing paint on your bike. Let's have at it. So first things first, you're going to want to wipe down the area you're going to paint with some alcohol and a nice clean paper towel. The alcohol is going to cut off any grease, grime, and the paint will then stick. Paint's not going to stick to anything dirty, greasy, nasty, so get it prepped first. Alright, so perhaps one of the quickest, simplest methods to touching up your paint is paint markers. These are from Sharpie. They are different brands out there. You can get them from paint stores or whatever. What you need to do first is shake them up real good. And you got to work that tip. You want to push that tip in until you get the paint on there, like you can see here. Get the paint. Follow the bouncing paint marker. And so on this, what we can do is we can mask off some of that white and the red there. You could even mask it off and spray paint it. It's a decal on this bike that's clear coated into the paint. So that makes it a little extra difficult. But we're going to mask this off as best we can. We're not doing a professional paint job here. We're just trying to freshen up some of this paint. Yes, I am using duct tape, but you know what they say, if you can't duck it, then you know where that goes. We'll keep this G-rated for the children's. And there we go. So now, if you had some white spray paint, you could come in here and hit that, and you'd be all right if you kept it close. I got a white paint marker here. And come in here and just start. I haven't used this one in a bit. You can start filling it in. This makes it pretty easy. So you can see where I'm going with this. Maybe a few coats, and you're good, and it'll fill right in. Next, we're going to hit the red, give you an idea on that one. Touch up some of these little chips here. And you know, one little coat might not be enough. You could do several coats. It's like that fills it in a little bit. Tap this on some paper a little more, or you can push it in on what you're working on. I don't always recommend that, because sometimes it can come out of these a little quick. But well, there you go. Paint chip all fixed. So another trick you can do, again, some spray paint, shoot it into your cap. And then at that point, you can take your brush, dab your brush in it, and you can hit little spots. You can use a toothpick if you have really small scratches. You can use the back side of the brush even. It'll get just a little paint on there and you can dab it on. I like the toothpick for the small, finer scratches. It works really well for that. And if you have some off-the-wall color that you can't figure out how you're going to get a color to match for it, I mean, well, you could always go to an automotive paint store. But you could go to CVS or Walgreens or wherever they sell nail polish and try and get one to match up. There's always tons of different colors of nail polish, different styles, varieties, metallics, and everything. So you could ideally get the color you need from some nail polish, or at least get close in the ballpark where it's not going to be as noticeable. So like this area here, it sits behind the chain ring, so I'm not too worried about having some paint for it, some spray paint. But you know, This gets the job done. It masks it. You might want to let it set up for a few minutes, and we'll come back and revisit it. Okay, so it's had time to dry and set up, and you see I still have some chips up here in the red. That's where I can come in my red paint marker. I can color that in. I could also mask off the white now once it's set up well, and I can go in and touch up the red and have that nice crisp line. I would frown upon putting some duct tape on that fresh paint because it's more than likely going to pull it off, but hey. Now at this point, if you really wanted to, you could put some clear coat over it, spray it with the clear coat, or you do the trick with the spray can, the cap, and the brush, and brush some clear coat on. It's usually not necessary, and since the paint's going to probably be thicker than the factory paint finish, you might frown upon it because it's going to make it even thicker, a little more noticeable. So I hope these tips proved helpful. Nice quick video for you. Hey, get out and get riding. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, maybe check me out over on Patreon, and have a good day. Keep riding.